Hey guys, welcome to another episode. On this episode, I want to talk about basically the things that I wish I brought to Japan, things I regret bringing, and all the stuff in between. So first and foremost, something to realize that in Japan, most of the products that you want, you can buy here. You don't really need to bring them. For example, you don't need to bring toothbrushes, you don't need to bring toothpaste. I mean, they have some American brands like Colgate, etc. The bulk of your stuff that you use at home, you can actually buy here, either at the supermarkets or if you go to Costco, right? There's a bunch of Costco's around Japan. They're not exactly the same as the ones back home. They have some similar products and some Japanese-ified products, but nonetheless, you can get most of your stuff that you use from there. Now, so what I did, right, before I came on the JET program, I wasn't sure where I was going exactly. I mean, I had an idea that I was going to go in this rural ass city, but I didn't know what was going to be there. So, I went to the local Rite Aid and I got a lot of stuff. Like, I spent like $200-300 worth of stuff, like toothpaste, toothbrushes, deodorant. Like an emergency kit, like with lots of band-aids, etc. I really was like a little over prepared, overzealous about coming, really. But things that are good to bring for sure is deodorant. I found out that the deodorant here they have in Japan is really weak. I'm not sure who uses it because I've tried it and it's just not good. Especially come the summertime when you're sweating like a pig. Yeah, you want some good deodorant. So I usually, every time I go to America, I just buy a bunch and then I come back. So deodorant is number one. Number two is, do you have any specific hair products? Like, for example, do you use like Head and Shoulders, dandruff control or something like that? I have a friend, an ALT friend, who he has really bad dandruff, and he was telling me that without the Head and Shoulders, like, he's constantly itching and he's having a really bad problem. And I tried to help him look on Amazon.jp and a few other Japanese websites that you could order products from, and really I was pretty surprised to see that the Head and Shoulders shampoo here is really expensive. So I would suggest bringing that. So number one, like I said, basically your that stuff, the body odor stuff. Number two is shampoo. If you have like a specific type of shampoo that you like using, I highly recommend checking Amazon.jp before you decide to bring it. Really, if there's any hygiene product that you usually use, check Amazon.jp, and if they have it and the price is like about the same, then you know for sure that you don't need to bring it, right? But if you look and you see that it's pretty crazy, because I've seen like some products are good like 5-6 times more expensive. I don't know why, but they are. And then I've seen other products that are about the same or sometimes even cheaper than their American counterpart. So it's just something to research before you decide to lug it with you. Because chances are, if you're moving here, you're going to only bring like 2 suitcases or so, because there's a limited stuff that you can physically carry, right? Maybe 2 suitcases and a backpack, something like that. So if there's unnecessary products that you don't need to bring, why bring them, right? Okay, so we covered basically the basic hygiene and stuff like that. The other thing is, let's say computers, right? Personally, actually, when I first came here, I brought my crappy Black Friday deal laptop, and it worked for about 5 months or so. But then I realized that, it just simply was not powerful enough, and I wanted my main computer, and I got it shipped. Now, unfortunately, shipping computers isn't that cheap. It costs a few $100 bucks. But Had I brought it with me, like I could have just put it in a box or something and checked it, right? Paid an extra, you know, $40, even maybe $50. It would have been a lot cheaper than paying for the shipping to my house. So something to keep in mind. Ideally, because Japan is such a, you know, like a small country sort of, and chances are your apartment's going to be small as well. Obviously, I recommend bringing a laptop, simply because it's more portable. And if you go to your schools and your schools do not provide you a laptop or a computer, which some don't, it's nice to bring your own in. Like, for example, in my schools, they do supply me with a laptop. However, it's like an Intel Generation 2, super slow. Everything is pretty much locked up, so, you know, like, I can't really browse freely on the internet, etc. It's crap. So, eventually I got a new laptop, specifically Alienware. I know, some people hate it, some people like it. I like mine. Nonetheless, it is one of the laptops that you can actually buy from Japan, because it's like you can get it off the Dell website. But nonetheless, bring your computer if you can. And if you're thinking about buying a computer, I recommend getting a laptop. Form factor, it might be a little more expensive, especially if you're a gamer. However, just overall portability is fantastic. And if you end up having a school without a computer and you have a lot of downtime, you're in for a world of hurt. So definitely consider either buying a laptop, bringing your computer, or doing one or the other. Some other things that you should bring is shoes, especially if you have large feet like I do. I'm a size 12, so obviously in Japan they use centimeters, which is about 30 centimeters. By and large, most shoe stores here, they only carry about until 27. Some carry like 28 centimeters, but it's pretty rare. And the selection online is very slim. So if you have relatively larger than normal feet, I highly recommend bringing the shoes with you, so you don't have to basically deal with no school or no shoe situation here. Other things to bring is obviously you want to bring some money with you that's converted into Japanese yen. You don't have to bring all of it per se. At least if you bring a few $100, maybe $400 or $500 in Japanese yen, you can convert the rest here. But obviously converting all of it here will be a pain in the ass, so something to consider just doing prior to coming. And so let's take a moment to talk about things that I regret bringing. So I did mention that I brought a lot of stuff from like the Rite Aid or, you know, pharmacy, etc. You know, I had a lot of crap. Like, it was just too much. A lot of toothpaste, a lot of toothbrushes. You can buy all that stuff here. Some other stuff that I brought that I later regretted was basically I brought my entire wardrobe, thinking that, oh, I'm gonna wear like all these clothes and all this stuff. But you want to find out first and foremost what schools you'll be teaching at. For example, if you'll be teaching at an elementary school or junior high school, they're very lax on what you have to wear. High school, it gets to be a little bit more different. Some of them are going to be pushing you to wear a suit every day. And if you are coming here and you're going to be like doing some private, like working at a private school or an eikaiwa, which is basically English cram school, usually they want you to suit up as well. So definitely do a little research, see what's expected of you. You know, I brought like a bunch of suits, like 5-6 different suits, thinking that I was gonna wear a suit every day to work, and now I only wear a suit like it's the graduation ceremony for the students, opening ceremony, English speech contest, interview. So max 4 times a year, you know. So it was just an unneeded, unnecessary burden to like bring it all with me. So that was a pain in the ass. Now, some things to definitely do, of course, is you want to get your your international driver's permit, you know, from AAA if you're from America. I'm not sure what the counterparts are if you're in another country, but nonetheless, you definitely want to bring that with you, even if you're not planning to drive, because it costs about $15 and it's valid for a year. So honestly, it's something you definitely want to bring. Some other stuff that I wish I brought was more souvenirs. And when I say souvenirs, I'm not talking about like for the teachers, etc., but mainly for the students. I did bring a lot of stickers, and stickers are nice. However, I wish I brought like more, I don't know, I go to the dollar store and buy more little like trinkets kind of, that have like American stuff on them, or like American pencils. I think that would have been a pretty unique and good gift for the students, especially considering they use a lot of stationery and they're huge, like about, you know, cute stationery, etc. So it's just something else that I wish I brought. But I hope, oh, this video is getting pretty long, so I'm gonna cut it short right here. I went over some things that I wish I brought that I didn't bring. If there's anything that all of a sudden I remember, I'll make another video, and maybe it'll be like a part 2 version. But for now, I think this is a pretty good spot to end. If you have any specific questions about this video, or really any of my other videos, feel free to comment down below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Alright guys, once again, thanks for watching. Bye.